Hello? Testing. Oh, we're good to go. Alright, good. Alright, before we get started, can you state your name for the viewers at home?
Yeah. My name is Urban Outfitters. Yeah.
Okay, that's perfect. But kind of a side thing, it was just personal curiosity. Have you ever been told that you kind of resemble Waldo?
No, you actually got it wrong. He looks like me.
Wasn't Waldo out much before you were even born?
No, he actually based his look off my fall 1977 look. So if anyone's got a problem, it's me.
Okay. And one more question before we get started. Is that a Mickey Mouse smoking a pipe on your t-shirt?
It's a mouse smoking a pipe. We can't exactly say it's Mickey. We'd get into a bunch of problems if we said that. But yeah, there's definitely nothing like this. This is basically a white elephant, so you might want to get this on film.
We are in an interview.
All right, let's get this beast horny.
Okay, with such a story as yours, it's necessary to start from the beginning. So what can you tell us about your story and how it all got started?
Yeah, so I was adopted by my two fathers, Richard Haynes and Scott Belair. They met as roommates at Lehigh, and one night after a couple of beers, I happened. So pretty soon, Scott left me and my father.
Wow. So it was Richard then that stayed with you?
Yeah, pretty soon we moved into a place close to UPenn,
And when was that?
circa 76.
Now I've heard that even at a young age you were pretty darn popular.
Yeah. My crazy ass father had this thing where he'd show pictures of me to almost anyone. So I guess I was pretty popular among the college kids. They would come by our place and hang around and dress like me. Basically, the horses were fed too many oats.
Oh, so that's why you left Philadelphia.
Yeah, 4 years later, I moved out to Cambridge. My dad stayed back in Philadelphia. He still gave out pictures to the regulars in the house.
So how were things then once you got to Cambridge?
It was basically the same. Pretty soon, the Beantown was dressing like me. I'll admit it was the best it looked. It's hard to make a bean look good. But how now the whole dressing like me, it's just cold soup.
So it was your father then who promoted your image?
Yeah, he's crazy. He's been selling photos of me for a while. So yeah, by 95, he had spots in 9 cities selling the latest pictures of me. I've asked him to stop, but he's never given it up. By 1980, he had made over $3 million. I got a fair share of it, so I guess it's all right between us.
If our information though is correct, it's gone farther than photos of you, hasn't it? I've seen furniture, there's music, and I think there's even urban quotes, if I'm not mistaken. So, with your permission, of course, I'd like to read a few of the quotes off.
Yeah, go ahead, shoot the cat.
The first one goes, "Give spare change to street performers, but not the homeless." Is there any way that you can justify that claim?
Yeah, it would give me a bad reputation if homeless people looked like me.
Here's one from the Washington Post. "He's such a down-to-earth guy. He's not like Gap or J. Crew. Everything he does is different."
Hells yeah. I keep coming before the first. I'm what the Vikings were to Columbus. This way, every can be original like me.
Very original. Okay, and here's another one from the Washington Post. "It's like the only place I've worked where you can bring an old crate to work, make something out of it, and the bosses will love it."
Oh yeah, I bring my crate to work all the time. What the hell? No, who the hell brings a crate to work?
That is a good question. There was some recent news regarding the new trend of yours, the Navajo panties and Navajo flask.
Oh,
You care to comment on this?
So there was this pretty cute Native American chick. I'm outside Tucson. She was like crazy off the reservation. I brought her back to my place and we powwowed. She happened to leave her pennies and flask.
That is very interesting, but are you aware that the Navajo Nation has become outraged over your use of the Navajo name and the panties with the flask?
Look, I just call them like I see them. I mean, how was I supposed to know they weren't Navajo?
Yes, but they did cite the U.S. Indian Arts and Crafts Act, which prohibits the selling or displaying of a product that suggests it was made by a particular native person.
No, come on. It's not like I'm making TVs the next big thing.
You've also been commended by the Anti-Discrimination League for discontinuing to wear your "Everybody Loves a Jewish Girl" t-shirt with $signs surrounding the text. Is that true?
I mean, I was pretty upset about having to stop wearing the t-shirt. I mean, come on. Everyone loves a Jewish girl.
How have you responded to the $28 million lawsuit against you for wearing a t-shirt with an illegal and racy photo of model Haley Clausen?
No, I haven't responded to them yet. I've got about 100 unread emails from their parents about the t-shirt. I mean, I also look. I didn't take the cat out of the bag. I just caught a picture of it.
You've also been accused of stealing from several different artists and businesses, some of which include Crown Farmers, Stevie Corner, and Johnny Cupcakes. Is that true?
It's not who wears it first, it's who wears it best. Bad artists imitate, and the good artists steal.
Didn't you take that from Banksy?
Exactly.
I've also heard that you've gotten some criticism from, believe it or not, Miley Cyrus. She recently posted on her Twitter account, "Love that everyone's hating on Urban Outfitters. Not only do they steal from artists, but every time you give them money, you help finance a campaign against gay equality."
I don't believe that. Miley Cyrus probably also tweeted that she loved the Navajo panties and flask.
But she's obviously referring to your $13,000 contribution to Rick Santorum's campaign. He made a statement saying, "It's not, man on child, man on dog, or whatever the case may be. It's just one thing." So does that mean that you don't support gay equality?
There's just nothing hip about a rainbow.
There's also been talk about an ethics survey that was put out for applicants to the Urban Outfitters merchandise stores. It was a totally disagree to strongly agree answer-based survey. Here are some of the questions. Question 13, most employees get high on the job at one time or another. Question 14, some people work as well slightly high as they do sober. What do you have to say about these?
I'll probably get these questions removed. They aren't even hard. Of course they're true. I'm high right now and I'm rocking this interview.